at Drones and Ruins. This is a twin-stick shooter developed by Threaded Pixel. The developer was kind enough to get in touch and wanted me to take a look at their game, and from what I've seen, I like so far the basic gameplay, although it does seem to be a little bit slow in terms of progression and just general growth of difficulty. But let's take a look and see what we got. Where I'm starting right now, this is, I guess, the second set of levels. I already beat the first act. So the idea is we're playing this little drone who's on a mission to rescue someone. And to do so, we are going to have to fight lots and lots of turrets and enemies. Now, one thing that's very interesting that I do like about the game is how reactive the enemies generally are. They will do their best to dodge and get the best line in terms of shooting you. So as you can see, they're disengaging. Well, I'm going to try and snipe them from afar. I am playing this right now on the second hardest difficulty, which means I basically get one extra life, and that's it. On the hardest one, you get no extra lives. It's just one per level. Ooh. I have 2 weapons so far, with, I believe, 2 more that can become unlocked over time. As you can see, again, there's not a lot here other than the shooting aspect. There are hidden collectibles to find, but that's pretty much it. Oh, I just activated my emergency health, which if you're not playing on hardcore difficulty, doesn't really do much for you. Ooh. Evil purple death lasers. There you go. You do not have a dodge either. You can only avoid things by just actively moving, and there are no iframes. I'll take that. And the game just unfortunately feels a little bit on the bare bones side for right now. Good old strafing solves all problems. Alright, so that tells me that I'm missing an enemy that needs to die. Alright. Where are you? Oh, hello. One more should do it. Alright, let's hope that was it, folks. There we go. Now, right now, they're not really throwing in a lot of enemies at you. I think the most I've seen was like 3 or 4. I'm sure there's gonna be another turret. That has gotta be the exit. It sort of reminds me of Galaxy Z in terms of the enemies being a lot more engaging in terms of coming after you. There it is. But there's just not much else, at least not at this point in the game. And again, right now I'm at the start of the second series of levels. Playing Ring Around the Rosie here. Also, there is a death damage or hurt box when they get blown up that you have to watch out for. That splash damage. But that's the end of the level. And considering how long these levels are, we may just be able to do the entire second act. Oh, that's my big flashlight too. Other than the boss so far, I really haven't had too much trouble playing it. A close range rocket launcher shot. One more should do him in. Huh. There he is. Hope you like the color blue and purple if you're going to play this game. There's a lot of guys, it looks like, up ahead. Oh, where did you go? That one should be just about dead. Okay. I'm trying to snipe that big bot before we go out to the turn. Good. I have that energy core, which I'm going to be making use of. There we go. I think his friend sees me. Oh, just a regular turn. That. How do we get that? I don't think this game makes use of secret areas, although I could be wrong. Let's head back over here. I'm sure we'll find it eventually. Take splash damage, you. And you do pretty much have to kill every enemy in the levels. Because they will either engage constantly, or they will be causing a force field to prevent you from going forward. Alright, you're dead. Oh. I saw my emergency, we need it. Come on. Also low in power. Alright, you know that's where the cannon is. Lots of bloom there. Oh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact that they can just... That's pretty much the only way I've been killed so far. Is that death splash damage. There we go. I think that was the last drone. Level should be just about over. Probably right there. There we go. Yeah, usually my par has been about 3 to 4 minutes per level, not counting bosses. There is a story, but it's kind of, again, in the background. While we're just busy blowing up drones. The controls do feel a lot more responsive compared to that game Kite that we looked at. Although I think Kite had a little bit more ambition in terms of additional game systems and so on. I see a turn. Come on. I'm curious what the third weapon does. Which, if it's any indication, it should be unlocked maybe after this level. One down. 2. Come on. Take a charge here. Good. Now we're talking. I think this is the most enemies I've seen so far. At least outside like a little bonus area. Oh. I do not want him to get behind me. Alright, you. I think I saw one more energy core. There we go. Alright. There you are. Again, I don't know if that does anything else. Oh no, that's good. Come on. Is he still alive? Not anymore. I think I saw a turret, though. No, just more little ships. Die. Now that's a turret. I missed that. Go sniping with a rocket. There we go. And I can't seem to escape like 315, 330. Okay. So we have a new weapon now. What the heck? This is not like a good weapon for a game like this. I mean, it certainly does damage. But this is not the kind of game for close range attacks. Especially since many of these enemies blow up and do damage to you. That was weird. It wasn't charging up the laser. I'm coming for you. Oh. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I gotta kill 4 more. And don't get by those death beams. 2 more. And I'm pretty sure this is required. Come on. Going for you. Ooh. Get away. A very weird, like, intermission, though. There we go. Don't want to be making use of that weapon. Because I can just see killing yourself trying to deal with those cores, or the turrets. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Alright, pop him. Right here. And we'll just have to do some long-range sniping. I think I'm missing the angle for that shot. There you go. Better. Good. Again. Come on. There you go. And one more. Got it. If I'm right, the next stage should be the boss. Still alive. I haven't seen too many new enemy types, sadly. Come on. And that's just a regular turn. And again, you always have to kill these turns. One more. And again, this is one of those games that's pretty much what you see is what you get. Oh, it's a nice little sniper shot there. One more. There we go. I'm sure the next section should be the last. At least the levels aren't long. But I would like to have seen like a little bit more in terms of a progression curve throughout these stages. Maybe new objectives or new enemies to mess with you. So that means that we should be nearing the final drone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our exit. 2:45. Oh, again, 3:30. Alright. This looks bossy to me. Yep. Now the question is this like the last one I fought? Well, that's certainly new. So we have some interesting elements to wrap this thing up with. I don't know if these enemies are infinite. Let's see. But the turrets are not. Okay, so we actually have a spawner now. Alright. Oh. Ow. Yeah, these big guys hurt. They're using a similar weapon that I am. Alright. Nope. Got stuck on one of those pillars. Where is a... Good, there it is. Come on. The goal is to shoot that thing. But our normal shot doesn't work. We have to open it up. Come on. There we go. Now it does this weird AoE. That does damage, but I don't see like the actual like line of shot there. See? This could be bad, folks. And we do not have iframes. Alright. Oh, he's trying to sneak up behind me there. 1 second. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, good, we got him. Just like an old school game, we had to get the heck out of the area before things go bluey. Or kablooey, I should say. There we go. Chapter 2 done. Again, 3:30 or thereabouts. So I think we'll wrap it up here for Drones and Ruins. Again, the game doesn't do anything I would say is bad, but it's not, unfortunately, wowing me either. I was kind of hoping we would see a little bit more in terms of complexity in the second act. Now going to Act 3, we'll probably unlock the 4th and final weapon. And then I guess that may be it. But we're going to wrap up our first look here. So thank you for watching. If you're a developer working on your own game that you'd like me to take a look at, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And I would, of course, like to thank the developer from Twisted Pixel for giving me this press key while I just got like completely wasted there. Well, I think that's the record for most enemies I've seen. Oh boy. These are not enemies I would like. Because they're kind of going against the design of the game. Because that laser just takes way too much. And the fact that they all blow up on you is not good. Ugh. Look at that. I think that needs to be balanced more. I bet the rocket launch would be better. But let's end things here, so thanks again for tuning in. And I will catch you all next time for another play here on the Game Wisdom YouTube channel. Before we get to the credits, I just want to give a quick shout out to the fans and supporters over on patreon.com/gwbicer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back around 10 Eastern for regular streaming. If you'd like to suggest games for me to cover or topics to talk about, let me know in the comments below. For a collection of my writings as well as weekly podcasts on design, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the Game Wisdom Patreon, you can find us on there on patreon.com/gwbicer. $1 will get you into our private Discord channel where we talk game topics and more. $5 will get you voting privileges for any major event, including the Saturday Night Grab Bag, Patreon-funded goals, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy more videos here on the Game Wisdom YouTube channel.